intriguing shadows. The evening sun sank low, casting long shadows that stretched like fingers across the suburban neighborhood. It was a time when the mundane facade of everyday life was gradually replaced by the veil of mystery and the whisper of secrets yet to be revealed. Within this tapestry of twilight, Emily Reed found solace in the comfort of her home, a sanctuary where her imagination roamed freely. As the daylight waned, Emily's cozy house took on a magical allure. Soft lamplight spilled from the windows, inviting the outside world to peek into her intimate realm. The aroma of freshly brewed tea mingled with the musty scent of books, creating an ambience that resonated with her soul. Rows upon rows of shelves stood as sentinels, holding the stories of countless lives within their weathered pages. This particular evening was no different from the countless nights Emily had spent in blissful solitude. The sound of silence enveloped her, broken only by the faint rustle of pages as she turned them with delicate fingers. It was a symphony of her own making, an orchestra of imagination that danced within the walls of her sanctuary. Yet, fate had other plans in store for Emily on this enchanted night. Just as the protagonist of a gripping tale finds their world unexpectedly appended, a knock echoed through the stillness of her abode. It was a knock that carried with it an invitation to adventure, though Emily was oblivious to its significance at the time. Startled, Emily's heart skipped a beat, her eyes widening in surprise. She set her book aside, a sense of trepidation creeping into her thoughts. Who could be calling at this hour? The hour when shadows wrapped themselves around secrets and the nocturnal creatures stirred from their slumber. With cautious steps, she navigated the path from her cozy reading nook to the front door, the floorboards creaking softly beneath her feet. The anticipation of the unknown tingled in the air, intertwining with a trace of unease that fluttered in the depths of her being. As Emily's trembling hand reached for the doorknob, she took a deep breath, steeling herself for whatever awaited on the other side. The door swung open, revealing a figure bathed in the dying light of the day. A man stood there, his silhouette outlined against the fading hues of the sky. "Good evening," the stranger greeted with a voice that held a captivating charm. His smile was warm, inviting, as if he held the keys to a world yet undiscovered. "I hope I'm not interrupting anything." Emily's lips curled into a polite but uncertain smile. "No, not at all. Can I help you?" The man introduced himself as Mr. Samuel Blackwood, the new neighbor who had recently moved in next door. His features were striking, his eyes gleaming with a glimmer of mystery. A brief flicker of familiarity passed between them, an unspoken connection that defied explanation. "I wanted to extend a neighborly welcome, Mr. Blackwood continued, his words carrying a hint of intrigue. "It's always good to know who your neighbors are, wouldn't you agree?" Emily found herself captivated by his presence, yet a flicker of caution flashed in her eyes. There was something beneath the surface, a hidden depth she couldn't quite decipher. Still, she mustered a polite response, her voice laced with curiosity. "Of course, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Blackwood. I'm Emily Reed, your next-door neighbor." Their conversation danced on the delicate threads of small talk, each word uttered unraveling a layer of familiarity, and yet leaving Emily with a lingering sense of uncertainty. There was an air of mystery about Mr. Blackwood, as if he held secrets within his soul that begged to be unraveled. As their exchange drew to a close, Emily couldn't shake off the enigmatic aura that surrounded the man. She bid him farewell, watching as he stepped into the embrace of the encroaching night, disappearing into the shadows that swallowed the neighborhood. Closing the door behind her, Emily found herself lost in a swirl of conflicting emotions. Intrigue intertwined with caution, curiosity entangled with trepidation. Little did she know that this encounter was merely the first step in a journey that would lead her down a path she never could have imagined. A path where the boundaries of reality and imagination would blur, and the shadows of the night would weave a tapestry of chilling secrets.